You're watching Key West Finest Network. This video I'm going to tell you about the month of October in Key West. Now, if you want to come to Key West when it's mellow, the rates are still low, it's calm, and there's not a lot going on, then come in the first half of October. There's still hotel specials and travel deals and discounts, but most of them end around October 15th because that's when we start getting ready to kick into Fantasy Fest season. Fantasy Fest is actually much more than just the parade. It actually starts the week prior to the last weekend of October. So the parade is always the last Saturday of October, in case any of you are wondering when it is 4 years from now. Just check your calendar for the last Saturday of October. But the Saturday before the parade is the Goombay Festival, which is very local. It's a Bahamian street fair with lots of great food and wares and performances, Bahamian style. So it's really cool. It's super local. It's Friday and Saturday night, all day Saturday day. Sometimes it rains, but if you want to see all the locals, go down there. You'll see the kids performing, the band, the Junkanoo bands. It's really a cool thing. Now, if you can't come that early, you have to try to be here by at least Sunday. So the weekend before, I think it's the 22nd this year, 22nd or 23rd. I don't know, it's Key West. So it's the Sunday before Fantasy Fest Parade. That's when we have the zombie bike ride. Now that's a super local event. It's like every local in town is either watching the parade or in the parade. There's usually about 5,000 participants on bicycles dressed up as zombies. So if you can get here the Sunday before Fantasy Fest, do it. You will love it. It's a total crazy experience, the zombie bike parade, zombie bike ride. Okay, so after the Saturday of the zombie bike ride, then you have Monday through Friday, which is full of different Fantasy Fest events. Tutu Tuesday is huge. The headdress ball on Thursday is huge. And then Friday, the locals Masquerade March is huge. That's where all the locals dress up in just the most hilarious themed costumes and group costumes. And we parade or march from Francis Street over on the far side of the cemetery down over to Duval. It takes, I think it goes down Fleming Street to Duval. So it's really cool. People do jello shots along the way, and it's just a huge spectacle of insanity. I'll try to do a live video of it for you in case you can't be here. So be on the lookout for a live video Friday night of Fantasy Fest, which I think is the 26th. I should look at a calendar, but I'm pretty sure it's the 26th of October. And then the next day is Saturday, which is the main event, the Fantasy Fest Parade. I love being in the parade is really fun. You get to throw beads and have all the power. I did that a couple years ago. And sometimes I go watch it, sometimes I don't. But there's some great places to watch it where you're not going to get stuck in the middle of all the madness, or at least you'll have an escape route and a bathroom. So a couple things are to buy a ticket to a porch party. So First Flight Restaurant and Brewery, they sell tickets for, you get food and drinks and viewing seats for the parade. That's a really good one because you're at the beginning of the parade route. So after the parade ends, you can actually escape very easily because it's on Whitehead Street. Another one is the Oldest House in Gardens. That is going to be fantastic. They have a porch overlook on the 300 block. It'll be looking at the parade. They have a catered dinner, drinks, a bar. They have a huge garden in the back, which will be a wonderful hidden oasis away from the madness with bathrooms. So that's a great ticket. They probably still have a couple left. So call the Oldest House in Gardens. Tell them Amber sent you. That's a really great idea. Other places to watch the parade, other than Duval Street and all the madness where you can't even move, is over on Whitehead Street, around the Green Parrot and down. So from the Green Parrot on Southern Street and down on Whitehead Street is where you'll find most of the locals. The conks and the families, believe it or not, are actually over there. I used to take my daughter there when she was younger, till she started realizing what was going on around her. But that's a great place to watch the parade. That's the beginning of the parade route on Southern and Whitehead, and those blocks down. So it's not going to be as crowded. It's going to be all local, and it's also an easy escape route after the parade finishes up at the end. And everybody has all their beads because it's the beginning of the parade. So that's my favorite place to watch. You can also go to Upper Duval, you know, around Angela Street. Everybody will be out of their beads by the time they get up there usually. So those are my Fantasy Fest tips. After Fantasy Fest is November, and we have some really great events in November, which I'll tell you about in the next video. All right, thanks for watching Key West Finest Network. Bye for now.